Hi, it's Miss G again. This is my Algebra 1 tutorial class. So we're still working with integers, except I want to try to give you scenarios for the integers. They're fairly simple scenarios. I'll say the scenario and then I'll write the numbers on the board that represent the scenario. So it's just a few problems. Listen closely, replay if you need to, pause if you need to write it down so that you can practice. So yeah, that is something I would suggest. You see me write down the numbers, go ahead and pause the video, try and solve it, and then turn it back on after you've solved it to see if we have the same solution. All right, so here's the first scenario. So the first scenario is Leah advanced 6 yards and then lost 2 yards. So we have Leah, she advanced 6 yards, so meaning that's a positive. Advanced is positive. She advanced 6 yards and then she lost 2 yards. Okay, you can do this via the number line, so make a number line for yourself. You can do it via 0 pairs, where I would put 6 positives, 2 negatives, and find the 0 pairs. Or we just simply subtract. So 6 minus 2 is 4. The 6 is larger than the 2, so we're going to give it the sign of the larger number, which is positive 4. Okay? So if Leah advanced 6 yards, but she lost 2, she only has a 4-yard gain. This is me playing around with football. Honestly, I don't know a lot about football. I do hope I got that analogy correct. If I didn't, let me know, teach me something. That would be great. All right, so the next scenario that I came up with is Jasmine lost 2 yards and then lost 4 more yards. So Jasmine lost 2 yards and then she lost 4 more yards. All right, so what we see, they both have the same sign. The 2 is negative, the 4 is negative. So because they're both negative, we know our answer is going to be negative, and then we just sum the numbers. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So Jasmine lost a total of 6 yards. Next scenario, Sarah lost 5 yards but then gained 6 yards. So now we have Sarah lost 5 yards. So she lost 5 yards, but then she gained, what did Sarah gain? She gained 6 yards. So Sarah lost 5 yards, but then she gained 6 yards. The 6 is larger than the 5, so we know our answer is going to be positive. No, we don't write a plus sign for positive, but I'm just going to go ahead and positive just so we can keep track. Because what I find is a lot of students will make the mistake of putting a negative for their answer because the negative came first. So just so we don't write down the wrong sign, I put the positive. So 6 minus 5 is 1. So we have 1 left over, and it's a positive 5. So this is the way your answer will show up on the test. Just a 1 with without a negative sign. All right. So again, that's Sarah. She lost 5 yards, and then she gained 6. So Sarah she's left with 1 gain. So Terrence advanced is a positive. He advanced 8 yards and then he gained 4 more yards. They're both positive, so we know our answer is going to be positive. And let's just add them up. So that's 12. So meaning Terrence gained a total of 12 yards. Terrence gained a total of 12 yards. All right, this will be our last example. Let's see if we can come up with another student's name. Let's say Kevin. So Kevin, he gained 2 yards, and then he lost 2 yards. So he gained 2 yards, and then he lost 2 yards. So because they're the same number, they created a zero pair because one is positive and one is negative, so that becomes 0. I want to point out something else. Often when you see 2 signs next to each other, some people just put a parentheses to separate the 2 signs, okay? So if you want to put a parentheses, that's perfectly fine. You know that a negative times a positive times a negative is a negative, okay? So that's the only thing that you have to remember, that you're going to multiply your signs, and that positive times a negative is going to be a negative. In our case, it's 0. And so the way I see 0 is always positive. All right. So that is it for trying to create a story for the integers. I do hope you found it helpful. If you did, let me know. If there's an integer that you want me to help you with, or different type of math you want me to create a short video for, do let me know. And I look forward to you coming back to the channel soon. So please comment, please share, and please subscribe. Alrighty, bye. That was another episode of Miss G's Algebra 1 tutorial. Bye.